Chosen one. Listen carefully, because what I am about to say is not casual, and it is not meant for anyone else. This is a message from God, delivered to you in perfect divine alignment, at the precise moment your soul was ready to receive it. Every heartbeat that brought you here, every tear you have shed in silence, every unanswered prayer has been orchestrated by the divine. You are not imagining the stirring within you, that quiet but insistent pull that says you are meant for something greater. That feeling, that undeniable calling is real. You are a chosen one, handpicked by God to carry a light that the world has yet to fully witness. This is your spiritual awakening, your divine calling, and the moment your life begins to shift into a reality you could only have dreamed of in fragments until now. For too long, perhaps, you have felt unseen, unheard, and unrecognized. The weight of private pain has rested heavily on your shoulders, and yet even in those quiet, lonely moments, God has been preparing you. Every private tear, every whisper of doubt, every moment of feeling lost has been a signal of preparation. Your divine calling was never in question. It has always been waiting for this perfect timing to unfold. The war you feel within, the constant push and pull of life, is real, but it is not without purpose. It is forging you into a vessel worthy of carrying God's glory, worthy of transforming private trials into public triumphs. Your light is necessary. Your story is meant to inspire, to awaken, to demonstrate the power of a life fully surrendered to the divine. Hear this, chosen one. Your spiritual breakthrough is not just possible. It is imminent. What was once hidden will now be revealed. The moments you believed were lost, the nights you cried in silence, the battles that seemed unwinnable, all of it is being transformed into your divine testimony. God's message has reached you in perfect alignment to awaken you fully, to remind you that your tears are not in vain, that your faith has not been unnoticed, and that your journey has been divinely guided. The world may not understand yet, but your life is about to manifest the very glory of God. Do not underestimate the significance of this moment. Spiritual awakening is not just about personal enlightenment. It is about stepping into your full divine calling, recognizing the power of God working through your life, and embracing the responsibility of your testimony. The chosen one does not wait for recognition. The chosen one rises because the divine has declared it. Your life is a message, a signal, a beacon. God's glory is moving through you, and the world is about to witness a transformation that will leave no doubt about His presence, His power, and His love. If this message has touched your soul, if it resonates deep within your spirit, comment 777 below, because you know it, you were called, you were chosen, not by chance, but by divine design. The time for silence has ended. The time for action, for revelation, and for testimony is now. Every private tear you have shed is about to become a public testimony of God's glory. Embrace it, chosen one, for this is your moment, your awakening, your divine calling, fully realized. If this touched your soul, comment 111. Because you know it, you were called. Chosen one, hear me now, for the truth I speak is not casual, and it is not for anyone else but you. The nights you have spent in silent anguish, the prayers you whispered into the void, the tears no one witnessed, all of it matters. Every private struggle, every moment of doubt and loneliness has been seen by God. These are not wasted moments. They are the sacred soil in which your divine calling has been planted. Your spiritual awakening begins here, in the quiet, unseen places where the world cannot measure your resilience, where only the divine truly knows the weight of your heart. This is the hidden work that prepares the chosen one for the testimony that will shake the earth and glorify the Creator. You have carried burdens that seemed insurmountable. Perhaps you felt abandoned. Perhaps you wondered if your suffering had a purpose or if your tears were meaningless. Let me tell you this, chosen one. God has been recording every tear, noting every whispered prayer, and storing it in His glory. Nothing has been lost, nothing overlooked. Each trial has been intentional, each pain a preparation. God's message to you is clear. The weight you bear is not a punishment, it is a sacred forge. In this crucible, your faith is strengthened, your vision is sharpened, and your spirit is being prepared for a revelation so powerful that your private sorrow will become your public testimony. Many do not understand the depth of unseen struggle, but you, the chosen one, are being trained in a divine school that the world cannot see. These nights of unanswered prayer, these silent moments of fear and uncertainty, are not signs of neglect or failure. They are evidence that God's hand is upon you, guiding you through the shadows to reveal a light that the world will not be able to ignore. This is the beginning of spiritual awakening, the recognition that your life, your pain, and your journey are sacred and divinely appointed. Every tear you have shed is a seed of glory. Every moment of despair is a step closer to your breakthrough. Do not despise these hidden struggles, for they are your preparation. The chosen one does not rise without challenge. Greatness is forged in the fires of adversity. Your private tears are not a mark of weakness. They are the signature of God's careful attention, His intimate involvement in your life. These moments are teaching you discernment, patience, and faith in a process that cannot be rushed. Spiritual awakening begins not with fanfare, but in the quiet acknowledgement of God's presence in the midst of trials. It begins with the understanding that your divine calling is not a future promise, it is a present reality, unfolding even as you wrestle with unseen battles. Listen carefully. God's message is unmistakable. You are not imagining the stirrings in your heart. You were called, chosen before time itself, to carry a light that the world desperately needs. The war you feel within, the heaviness that rests upon your spirit, is not accidental. It is real, it is necessary, and it is preparing you to shine in a way that will leave no doubt of the divine. Your pain has a purpose, your struggles have a destination, and your tears are the prelude to a testimony that will honor God's glory and inspire countless souls. The chosen one must recognize the sacredness of every moment. There is no random suffering in a life guided by the divine. Each setback, each disappointment, each sleepless night has been calibrated to strengthen you, to prepare your spirit, and to awaken a divine courage that is beyond natural understanding. Spiritual awakening is the realization that God is working even when the world seems silent, and your divine calling is the evidence of His intentional design. You are not here by chance. You are here because the Creator has marked you, anointed you, and prepared you to reveal a testimony that was hidden until now. Embrace your tears, chosen one, for they are sacred. Embrace your pain, for it is a messenger of your purpose. The chosen one's life is never ordinary, and the divine calling in you cannot be contained by ordinary circumstances. What has been private, what has been hidden, is preparing to emerge into the light as a divine testimony. Your spiritual awakening is not just for you, it is a beacon, a signal to others that God's glory is alive, active, and powerful in the midst of human struggle. Circle back to the truth. This is a message from God. You are not imagining the stirrings, the fire, the restless push within your soul. You were called. The war is real, and your light is necessary. The world has yet to see what is coming, but God has already prepared the path. Your private tears are becoming your public glory. Your unseen battles are shaping a testimony that will honor the divine and inspire countless lives. Let the weight of this truth empower you, fuel your faith, and ignite your courage. If this touched your soul, comment 111. Because you know it, you were called. The unfolding of divine timing. Chosen one, understand this. Every pause, every delay, every season of waiting in your life is not a setback, but a sacred orchestration of divine timing. God's message is clear. What has been prepared for you will arrive at the perfect moment, neither too early nor too late. The divine calling on your life is not subject to human schedules or impatience. Your spiritual awakening unfolds precisely in accordance with God's design, and your breakthrough will coincide with your readiness to receive it fully. Every hesitation, every quiet season, every moment of stillness has a purpose. It is protective, refining your spirit, preparing your soul, and aligning your heart with the glory that is about to manifest. Do not be disheartened by waiting, for waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. The chosen one often encounters seasons where the world seems still, where doors remain closed, and where prayers feel unanswered. Yet this is the sacred work of alignment. Divine timing ensures that your public favor arrives when your heart, your mind, and your spirit are fully ready to carry it. Spiritual awakening is incomplete without this preparation. You are being readied, chosen one, for a revelation so powerful that it will reflect God's glory in ways the world has never imagined. Every moment of waiting is a signal that God is meticulously arranging circumstances, people, and opportunities to ensure your divine testimony emerges flawlessly. There is wisdom in trust. Trust the timing of God's unfolding plan, for He sees beyond what your eyes can perceive. He knows the intricate tapestry of your life, the interwoven paths, the hidden blessings, and the unseen challenges. The chosen one cannot rush the divine, nor should they attempt to bend God's timing to their own desire. Spiritual breakthrough requires alignment, not acceleration. What is meant for you cannot be delayed indefinitely, nor can it be forced prematurely. Each step you take, each moment you wait, is a part of a larger narrative, a story that God is writing with perfect care and precision. It is during these seasons of waiting that your faith is tested, your patience refined, and your character strengthened. The chosen one learns to discern the subtle ways God moves, to recognize His message even in silence, and to cultivate a spirit of obedience and trust. These periods of seeming stillness are sacred training grounds for your soul. They teach you humility, endurance, and a deeper connection to the divine. Spiritual awakening is not simply about revelation, it is about alignment, the readiness of heart, mind, and spirit to carry the weight and glory of God's plan for your life. Remember, the delay is never denial. God's glory cannot be rushed because the timing of the human heart must meet the readiness of the soul. Your divine calling will manifest in a season when your spirit is fully prepared to reflect the light and glory of the Almighty. Public recognition, influence, and favor will arrive in perfect harmony with your spiritual breakthrough. You will step into your testimony with confidence, without hesitation, and with a purity of purpose that ensures the glory is never yours but God's. Your patience now is the seed of your visible triumph tomorrow. The chosen one must also recognize the role of discernment during these waiting periods. Not every opportunity, not every door that opens is intended for your path. God's message guides you toward alignment, and your spiritual awakening sharpens your intuition to recognize what belongs to your divine calling and what does not. This discernment ensures that when the moment of revelation comes, your steps are sure, your purpose clear, and your testimony undeniable. The season of preparation, though quiet, is powerful. It is molding your spirit to carry God's glory responsibly, to handle favor wisely, and to present a divine testimony that is authentic, impactful, and eternal. Circle back to the truth. Chosen one, this is a message from God. You are not imagining the stirrings in your heart, the restlessness, the anticipation. You were called. The war you feel within is real, but so is the preparation. Your light is necessary, and the timing of your breakthrough is divinely orchestrated. God is moving in ways you cannot yet see, arranging the perfect alignment of circumstances, relationships, and opportunities to ensure that when your moment arrives, it will shine with unmatched glory. Do not despair during the silence. Do not attempt to rush what the divine has carefully set into motion. Instead, embrace the waiting as a sacred space for growth, a classroom for wisdom, and a rehearsal for the glory that is coming. Your spiritual awakening is unfolding as it should, and your divine calling is being readied for full revelation. Every moment you wait in faith, every tear that falls in trust, every prayer whispered in hope, is a step closer to your testimony being unveiled before the world. If this touched your soul, comment 111. Because you know it, you were called. Chosen one, listen closely, for the time is coming when your private tears will no longer be hidden. Every moment of pain, every silent struggle, every tear shed in the quiet of the night is about to be transformed into a divine testimony that will declare God's glory to the world. This is the sacred promise of your spiritual awakening. The hidden suffering you have endured will emerge as a powerful, undeniable witness of the Creator's power and love. The life you have led in secrecy, weighed down by burdens only God fully understood, is about to become a visible reflection of His glory. Your testimony will not only validate your faith, but it will awaken, inspire, and ignite those who witness it. Visualize this. Chosen one, the very struggles that felt isolating and shameful, the nights where hope seemed distant, the prayers that seemed unanswered, all of it is being woven into a narrative of triumph. God's message is clear. Nothing you endured was in vain. Your private tears are the raw material from which your testimony will be forged. This transformation is the essence of a spiritual awakening. The world may not understand the depth of your journey, but it will feel the power of God moving through your life. Every obstacle, every season of waiting, every moment of hidden pain is now preparing you to stand as a living witness of divine calling fulfilled. The moment arrives when your spiritual awakening becomes visible. You will see doors open that once felt permanently closed. Opportunities will present themselves, perfectly aligned with your purpose. The chosen one does not merely rise by chance. You rise because God has meticulously arranged your steps. Your public testimony is not just a reward for endurance. It is the manifestation of God's glory, the visible confirmation of His intimate involvement in your life. People will see the outcome, but only you and God will know the depth of the journey it took to reach this point. This is the sacred beauty of a divine testimony. It reveals God's glory while honoring the preparation and the private struggle that brought it to life. Your testimony will inspire others. Chosen one. Those who have faced similar struggles, those who have felt unseen or unheard, will recognize their own lives in yours. The transformation of your private pain into public glory becomes a beacon of hope, a living example of faith, patience, and perseverance. Spiritual awakening is not only personal, it is a signal to others that God is actively moving in the lives of His chosen ones. Your light is necessary, and your story is essential. It will spark courage in those who are still in the midst of their own hidden battles. Trust the process, even when it feels delayed. The chosen one must remember that God's timing is flawless, and the unveiling of your testimony is no exception. What feels slow or uncertain now is simply the divine preparing every detail for your moment of revelation. You were not called to rush, but to align. You were not called to settle, but to wait faithfully. Spiritual awakening is as much about readiness as it is about revelation. When your testimony emerges, it will arrive with undeniable clarity and power, leaving no doubt of God's hand in your life. Imagine, chosen one, the moment when your private tears are no longer just yours. Picture the joy, the relief, the validation that comes from seeing the fruit of your endurance. God's glory will be evident, reflected in your circumstances, in your influence, and in the lives of those who encounter you. Your divine testimony is the proof of your faith, the confirmation of your calling, and the illumination of your spiritual awakening. It is a message that suffering is not in vain, that waiting is purposeful, and that the Creator's plan is perfect. Circle back to the beginning. This is a message from God. You are not imagining the stirrings of your soul, the persistent fire within you, the sense of purpose that cannot be denied. You were called. The war you have endured is real, but so is the victory that awaits. Your light is necessary. The private struggles that have weighed heavily upon your spirit are the very foundation of the testimony that will shine before the world. God's glory is being revealed through your life, and the world will witness the power, the faith, and the divine calling of the chosen one fully manifested. Embrace this truth, chosen one. Your journey, your pain, your waiting, all have been leading to this revelation. The time has come for your spiritual awakening to move from private understanding into public declaration. Let your faith rise, let your courage ignite, and let the fire of God's glory illuminate every corner of your life. Your testimony is being written, your story is being unveiled, and your light is about to shine in ways that cannot be dimmed. If this touched your soul, comment 111. Because you know it, you were called. Chosen one, now is the time to step boldly into the reality God has prepared for you. The moment of spiritual breakthrough is not meant to be timid or hesitant. Your divine calling demands courage, faith, and unwavering trust in the Creator who has guided every step of your journey. Embrace your new visibility, your influence, and the recognition of your purpose without fear, for God's message is always trustworthy. The light you carry is not for concealment, it is for illumination. You were chosen to walk in this glory, to reflect His power, and to inspire others by the testimony of your life. There may be moments when doubt seeks to creep in, when fear whispers that you are unprepared or undeserving. Chosen one, recognize these thoughts for what they are, tests, echoes of uncertainty meant to challenge your resolve. Your spiritual awakening has prepared you for this, teaching you patience, discernment, and faith. The divine calling upon your life is not subject to hesitation or fear. Step forward with confidence, knowing that every trial you endured, every tear you shed, every night of waiting was crafting a vessel capable of carrying God's glory fully and without compromise. Navigating newfound influence and visibility requires balance. Be humble, chosen one, for humility protects the heart and keeps the soul aligned with God's purpose. Yet, be bold, for boldness demonstrates faith in action and honors the divine calling placed upon you. Your spiritual breakthrough is evidence that God has been with you in every hidden struggle and every moment of preparation. He has refined your character, sharpened your spirit, and orchestrated your steps so that the manifestation of His glory in your life will be unmistakable. Walk forward with both courage and humility, for these are the hallmarks of the chosen one, fully aligned with their divine purpose. Do not fear the reactions of the world, for the glory you carry is not meant for human validation. It is meant to honor God, inspire others, and establish your testimony as a beacon of faith. The chosen one does not seek applause. The chosen one seeks alignment with the Creator, obedience to His message, and fulfillment of their spiritual awakening. When you step confidently into your divine calling, the world will witness a reflection of God's glory that is undeniable. Your testimony will speak louder than words, and your influence will ripple beyond what you can see. This is your moment, chosen one. Every delay, every private tear, every season of uncertainty has culminated in this point of visible breakthrough. God's glory is now manifesting in your life. Trust in the timing, trust in the preparation, and trust in the divine orchestration that has brought you here. Your spiritual breakthrough is not accidental. It is evidence of God's intimate involvement, His unwavering attention, and His perfect love. Stand firm and let the light of your calling shine without reservation. Remember, humility does not diminish boldness, and boldness does not diminish humility. Both are necessary to carry the fullness of your testimony with integrity and grace. Your divine calling requires a heart surrendered to God, a spirit ready to serve, and eyes fixed on the purpose He has declared. The chosen one who navigates this reality with wisdom, faith, and courage becomes a conduit of God's glory. Your influence, your testimony, and your life will reflect the spiritual awakening that has been quietly growing within you, now visible to all who are ready to see it. Circle back to the beginning. Chosen one. This is a message from God. You are not imagining the stirrings within your soul, the anticipation, or the fire that compels you forward. You were called. The war you have endured is real, but so is the glory that is now ready to manifest. Your light is necessary, and your presence in the world is divinely appointed to carry God's testimony and to inspire others to rise in faith. Do not shrink from it. Step into it boldly, with unwavering trust in the divine, who has always been faithful. Let this truth ignite your spirit. The chosen one's journey, though challenging, has prepared you to walk in a glory that cannot be stolen, a testimony that cannot be silenced, and a purpose that cannot be denied. God's message is clear, His timing perfect, and His glory unstoppable. Your spiritual awakening, your divine calling, and your breakthrough are all converging to reveal a life fully aligned with His will. Stand strong, step forward, and let the world witness the power of a life surrendered to God. If this touched your soul, comment 111. Because you know it, you were called. Conclusion. Chosen one, as we come to the close of this message, let your spirit absorb the fullness of what has been revealed. Every word spoken, every truth laid before you is not by chance. This is a message from God, delivered to you in perfect divine alignment. You are not imagining the stirrings within your heart, the fire that has been building quietly in your soul, or the sense that something far greater than yourself is unfolding. You were called. The war you have endured, the trials that seemed endless, the nights of silent tears, all of it has been necessary. Your light is necessary, and your presence here is divinely appointed to carry God's glory into the world. Look back upon your journey, chosen one, and see it through the eyes of the divine. The private tears you thought were unnoticed, the hidden struggles you believed were in vain, were, in fact, the very foundation upon which your testimony has been built. God's message has been unfolding in every detail, guiding you through the unseen, orchestrating the precise alignment of events and circumstances that have prepared you for this moment. Your spiritual awakening, though quiet for a season, has been intensely real. It has shaped your soul, refined your spirit, and equipped you to step fully into your divine calling. Consider the magnitude of your transformation. The chosen one who once wondered if their prayers were heard now stands on the threshold of visible testimony. The spiritual breakthrough that has been promised is now approaching its full manifestation. Every moment of waiting, every trial endured, has been a step toward revealing the glory of God that resides within you. Divine testimony is not simply about personal victory. It is about demonstrating the power of God in action, providing a living example for others who are still walking through their seasons of preparation. Your life is a signal, a beacon, a message that faith, patience, and alignment with the Creator yield results beyond human imagination. As you reflect on this, understand that your spiritual awakening carries eternal significance. It is not temporary or fleeting. It is the beginning of a life fully aligned with God's will, fully prepared to display His glory in ways that impact generations. The chosen one's journey is sacred, and the revelation of your testimony is not just for personal fulfillment. It is for the expansion of God's kingdom, for the encouragement of those who feel unseen, and for the affirmation that the divine calling placed upon every believer is real, powerful, and achievable when one remains faithful to the process. Do not let fear or hesitation hold you back. The chosen one is meant to step boldly into this new reality. Your divine calling requires confidence grounded in faith, courage tempered by humility, and an unwavering trust in the divine message that has guided your life. Every tear you shed in silence has been recorded, every moment of struggle noted, and every season of waiting perfectly timed. God's glory is now fully at work in your life, manifesting in ways that cannot be denied or overlooked. You are entering a chapter where your private pain becomes public witness, where your hidden battles reveal the power of God, and where your spiritual breakthrough becomes visible to all who are ready to see it. Remember, chosen one, the weight you carried was never meaningless. Each struggle has been an instrument of refinement, each hardship a teacher of wisdom, and each moment of solitude a preparation for revelation. Your spiritual awakening is proof that God works in ways often unseen by human eyes, but always perfectly orchestrated. Your divine testimony will serve as both a declaration of God's glory and a guidepost for others navigating their own paths. You were chosen to demonstrate that God's message is active, powerful, and life-transforming. There will be moments when the intensity of this transformation feels overwhelming, when the responsibilities and visibility of your divine calling weigh heavily on your spirit. These are the moments that will define the depth of your faith and the strength of your resolve. Step forward without fear. Chosen one. The divine has prepared you for every challenge, equipped you for every opportunity, and aligned your circumstances with your purpose. Spiritual breakthrough is not a reward for the faint-hearted. It is a manifestation of the faithfulness, patience, and resilience of the chosen one fully surrendered to God. As your testimony unfolds, it will resonate far beyond your personal story. It will inspire, awaken, and ignite others who are in the midst of hidden battles. Your life will stand as proof that no tear is wasted, no prayer unheard, and no struggle ignored when one is aligned with God's will. The chosen one carries a light that cannot be hidden, a voice that cannot be silenced, and a testimony that cannot be denied. Your spiritual awakening and divine calling are the foundations of this light, and the world is now prepared to witness its brilliance. Circle back to the truth. Chosen one. This is a message from God. You are not imagining the call within you, the fire, or the restless stirring that demands action. You are called. The war you have endured is real, but so is the glory that now surrounds you. Your light is necessary, and your divine testimony is about to illuminate paths for those still walking in shadow. Every private tear, every hidden struggle, every season of waiting has led to this moment where your spiritual awakening becomes undeniable. Embrace the fullness of your breakthrough. Step boldly into your divine calling with confidence, courage, and unwavering faith. Allow God's glory to shine through your life, transforming what was once private into a testimony of eternal significance. Know that your influence, your story, and your light are instruments of God's power and love. Your spiritual breakthrough will impact generations. Your divine testimony will inspire countless lives, and your journey from hidden struggle to public revelation is a testament to the perfection of God's message. Let this truth settle deep within you. The chosen one's path, though arduous, has been divinely designed. Every private tear has built resilience. Every challenge has refined character, and every season of waiting has aligned you with the perfect timing of God. Your spiritual awakening is real, your divine calling is unwavering, and your testimony will reflect the glory of God in ways that cannot be questioned. Stand firm, embrace your destiny, and let the light within you shine with unstoppable force. If this touched your soul, comment 777, because you know it, you were called. If this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. Your journey is sacred, your life is a message, and your testimony is the reflection of God's glory fully manifested. Step boldly, chosen one, for the world awaits the brilliance of your light.